and all the oil from the shop gets pumped into here, and then from here it goes into the tank inside the boiler room, and there's a pump for that. The pump between this tank and that one, when that tank calls for oil from this tank, there's a switch that shuts the boiler off, and then the fill cycle begins, and it will not allow the boiler to start again until the fill cycle is 2 hours after the fill cycle is completed. The purpose for that is so that any sediment that gets stirred up by the filling cycle has time to settle to the bottom of the pump tank before it gets pumped through the filter into the boiler to make sure that the boiler is fed clean fuel. The other reason is so that it has time to warm up in there a little bit before it's injected into the burner. With waste oil, the primary causes for misfires are water and dirt. And water and oil will separate in a sediment tank if given enough time to do so. So we always recommend that a floating suction goes in the pump tank so that you're always pulling off the top 3 inches of your oil surface. As your tank empties out, the floating wand goes down with it so that it always pulls off the cleanest oil off the top. That's available from your dealer. Also, when oil is added, like I said before, when oil is added to the pump tank, either manually or in a setup like this where there's an automatic pump doing so, there must be settlement allowed to occur before the burner is allowed to fire again. Roughly 2 hours is what we recommend, with no agitation, and then the burner can come back on again. If you don't do that, you'll be cleaning your filter more often, and that can be a nuisance. Fellas, shop owners that set their systems up like I described usually don't have to clean their filters except once a year, and oftentimes when I get in and do our annual services that we do sometimes and our local ones, the filters are even clean. So it's the setup just works really well. If you have no dirt and no water and have good fuel like that, you will have as reliable a burner as you get with heating oil or gas. You should change the nozzles once a year, and the filter element is a washable filter. Sometimes though the elements do wear. Sometimes they'll get crushed or a little pinhole open up in them or something like that, and that would be another item that you would have to take care of. Aside from that, there is hardly anything that you have as far as consumer items on the burner itself.